Hey chiropractors, today we're going to talk about how to make sure you have an A-team staff so you have a more fulfilling practice, a profitable practice, and ultimately everybody is happy. And so the first thing you have to do is when you're hiring a new potential staff member, you got to make sure you have an outline, crystal clear roles and responsibilities of what you need. And now the main thing is you got to figure out what areas you actually need this staff member in. If it's a front desk, that personality might be different than someone who's in the back. You might have someone who's going to be more with patients, and maybe you need someone who's more of an introvert, more of an extrovert. But you have to figure out how that personality is. So what happens is when you hire this person, they got to check the boxes of the personality more than have just a certain skill. Because a lot of chiropractors, what you'll do is you'll hire a person because they're nice or they're a warm body. And the thing is, you end up putting them in a wrong seat of the bus. And if they're your front desk person and they're an introvert, what will happen over time, they'll smile on the outside, but they're going to die on the inside. And you're wondering why something feels different, because ultimately that staff member is not fulfilled. So you got to figure out what role and responsibility you really need in your office. And then ultimately, when you put your job description out there, you got to make sure that it not only attracts the right person, but also repels the wrong person. And so you got to make sure you have the right ad or the right copy to make sure that you find the right person. The next thing, you got to find out the right way to compensate them. You got to make sure that you take care of them so they not only are fulfilled in what they do, but they are financially motivated. Or you find out if they're motivated by time off. You got to figure out how this person is motivated. So what happens is when they come in your office, they actually stay fulfilled. And you have to be able to make sure that they have time where they can feel seen and heard. Because a lot of chiropractors, what we do is we have expectations of staff members and we put them down on what they are, but we don't take time to actually see where our staffs are. We don't check in often enough. And so you got to make sure you have the right A-team members. And what happens is you got to make sure you do your check-ins to make sure that they feel seen and heard. And the other thing you got to watch out for when you're hiring a bunch of A-team members, if you accidentally hire B-team or C-team members, what happens is it tears down your A-team players. It's kind of like if you had a bunch of people who are playing in the NBA, and then you find this amateur who just says, I like basketball too, and they hop on the team, and you'll notice it drags everyone down. When everyone's operating at an A-team level, you got to make sure that all your staff members are in their zone of excellence, they're motivated, and you got to figure out what those are. And so in order to hire and keep the right A-team members, what we've done is put together a quick analysis to see, do you have the right staff member? Are they motivated? And ultimately, are they on the right seat of the bus? And so if this serves you, go ahead and click the link below, and we will catch you on the next video.